Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Broku No Hero video. This is a collab with Quancredible, talking about the 10 things you want to see in Black Clover. If you do end up enjoying this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And also, check out Quancredible. He'll be linked below in the description.
What's up, everybody? I am Quancredible. Definitely a big thank you to Broku for having me here. If you haven't heard of me yet, I also have a YouTube channel. The link will be in the description below, so make sure you sub if you enjoyed hearing me here or want to see more videos that I have.
Alrighty, guys, so we both came up with 5 things that we want to see in Black Clover. Since Quan here is my guest, I'm going to let him go first. What's the first thing that you would like to see in the world of Black Clover?
Okay, so at the very bottom, the first thing that I wanted to see in the future of Black Clover would be a different continent. So with the world of Black Clover that we have now, more or less we've kind of been introduced to the main parts of the world that we have. Like, we've seen the Clover Kingdom. We're currently in the heart, branching over to the Spade a little bit. We haven't really got a good look at the Diamond Kingdom, but that's all the map has really shown us. So I kind of want to see us get out there a little bit more so we can see more of that world.
Yeah, I think that would be so cool, because, like, just think of how different the magic systems are in each kingdom, and even though they're all on the same continent, I wonder how different it would be on a completely different continent for, like, how their magic system, or if they even have magic at all. Like, what if they had, like, ki, but, like, they used it, like, how Dragon Ball uses ki? Like it could be so different. I think that'd be pretty sick.
It really could be. And then even with Yami being from a different place entirely, like, that's already kind of foreshadowed a little bit.
Yeah, Land of the Sun. I wonder if because Land of the Sun, it could be like an island country, like an island nation, kind of like how Japan is, but then be a part of a different continent. Like, it's off the shore of, like, an actual continent, and it's like a part of it or whatever.
It could be his own thing.
Yeah, new continent would be pretty cool. A lot of stuff they could do with that.
Sure, for sure.
So my first is gonna be adding in or introducing gods and goddesses. We've already heard that there's gods based on what Patri said, and then Vanessa said there's gods of destiny or gods of fate. So I think it'd be a pretty cool concept to add them into, like, actually introducing them. It'd be, of course, probably have to be a later arc, because I'm sure they'd be, like, ungodly powerful, like, so ridiculously broken, and then probably have control over stuff like destiny and fate. And it'd be cool to, like, have, like, good, evil, and neutral ones. So, like, maybe some of the good ones will be on the side of the Black Bulls or whatever, and then going against ones like Loki or like Hades and stuff like that. Whatever gods from different mythologies. What do you think about gods and goddesses being introduced?
I think that would be really cool, especially with, like, Black Clover having that fantasy setting. I think it would fit in really well. It would almost be weird if they didn't show, like, gods and goddesses. And then that could also, I also think gods and goddesses would be a really cool addition to the series, just because with how the world is set up, it would be nice to see the characters almost, like, acknowledge a higher power. Because I almost feel like it would be weird with how the power system is set up, that just, I guess, the kings and queens of the nations just be the strongest. And then also with these, like, other world or the otherworldly magic, like that place, it seems like that place would have, like, some kind of demonic or devil ruler. So it would make sense to see, like, a ruler of, like, the realm that the actual characters are in, or like a god or goddess, things along those lines.
Yeah, it'd definitely be interesting to see how that would work. But yeah, what's your number 2?
So the next thing that I wanted to see in Black Clover is kind of an odd one. I want to see, like, another squad. So I initially thought that we were going to get another squad once, like, the elves, like Partry, Veto, and Fauna, and Raya were, like, done with that. I thought, like, they might get their own type squad. I know you had the whole Suicide Squad theory, which I thought was really cool, and I was hoping we'd get that, because, like, it just seems like it would make sense. Because right now there's only 9 squads, and that just seems like such an odd number for amount of squads. Like, I feel like 10 is a more wholesome number, and then, like, or even you could give Asta or possibly, their own squad, just because we even seen that Julius just gave William and Yami a squad, like, when they became captain. So I would just really like to see a new group.
Yeah, it'd be really sick. Yeah, because there was only 7 for however long, and then, yeah, Julius just let 2 brand new squads, the Golden Dawn Black Bulls, like. So it does seem it's in the Wizard King's power just to make new squads, as long as he has a captain for them. So it'd be pretty easy for him to like give Asta or Yuno their own squad. And then that'd be a pretty cool like arc, is like Asta and Yuno competing for people to get into their squads and stuff like that. Like they both want the same people to like get in their squad.
Seeing them like
try and prove why they're the better captain or whatever.
Then like even seeing like what group of people they would even grab, and then that group of people looking up to them would be funny to see.
Yeah, it'd be pretty interesting for sure. I know that's one thing as a lot of people want to see is a new squad. Like a lot of people think that like Nozelle's dad is like the captain of some secret squad or something like that. I think I did a video on that a while ago, and like there's just got to be more than 9 squads for an entire kingdom. There's got to be like a secret like Black Ops thing. Like what is it in Naruto, the Ambu or whatever?
Yeah, the Ambu Black Ops.
Yeah, something like that of an equivalent where like you don't even know they exist, but like they're there.
Yeah, almost like a squad that doesn't operate so like out just like outwardly, like they do more of the behind the scenes work.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be.
So what was your next one?
Mine is I want to see more of like the past Wizard Kings. We've only seen decent stuff from Lumiere and Julius, and there's 28, so there's 26 that are just completely like unknown to us. And what's interesting is some like I think in the anime it showed like a bunch of them, like when Sister Lily was reading like the books and talking about like Wizard Kings and stuff, is that some looked like they were females. So it means that like there could be a Wizard Queen instead of like a Wizard King. So
then, I was gonna say, correct me if I'm wrong, but even in the anime, when Voltos, Rades, and Sally attacked the Black Bull's base, Rades claimed to have had past like Wizard Kings or captains on his team. Was that a thing? Like if
there was past, he had taken past captains and combined their bodies together. So like that'd be crazy if he did that with 2 previous Wizard Kings and combined them together.
Or even one, if he just found one of their bodies and brought that back, he'd be.
Yeah, like there's so many of them. Like they couldn't. I don't know if they could introduce all of them. Than any more of like some sort of introductory role, but maybe if they had a few of them, like, because
even
depending on how long.
I was gonna say a way that they could do it is if they did have gods and goddesses and they had like an afterlife type realm, say like the Black Bulls or Asta or whoever ends up going to where they are, they could possibly get the opportunity to meet them, and that could be like a way to introduce a bunch of them all at the same time, or at least see them.
Yeah, that is pretty true. That's within their afterlife. The Wizard King before Julius should technically be alive though, unless if like he was super old when. Because there's, what is it, over 500 years, there was 28 Wizard Kings. So they're only like Wizard King for like 17 years or whatever, on average.
Yeah, you really broke that down. I was like, wait, what?
There might be like previous Wizard Kings still alive. Like most of them would be dead, of course.
But definitely have to be some.
There's only 42.
There would have to be one still alive.
Yeah. Anyways, what's your third point?
The third one I want to see is something that we see in a lot of other shonen series, which would be the old sensei shonen trope, which is like, so say like in One Piece how Luffy has Rayleigh, or way back in Dragon Ball when Goku had Hiroshi. I kind of want Asta to get like this older character, like this older, more seasoned person to help train him. Granted, he did have Fenzel train him, but this is kind of like in the side story, and like Fenzel's kind of old. Fenzel's not old, but he's like younger. He doesn't really quite fit that, and plus he didn't really teach him anything super crazy. Like I kind of want Asta to have that like mentor that's similar to him that teaches him something insane.
Yeah, I want to see Yami like take Asta and they just have a one-on-one training thing, especially like with things like Ki and stuff. Like I really wanted like the time skip to be like Asta and Yami going to the Land of the Sun to learn more about Ki and stuff like that.
That'd have been so dope.
And like Asta actually learns how to like actually sword fight. Like he's decent at sword fighting, but he doesn't seem to be like a master of it. And I wanted him to get like his own katana.
Yeah, no, he kind of just swings the sword. So that would be like just a regular sword. Like it wouldn't even be anti-magic. That would be cool. That you just has with him.
I want him at one point to like if Yami, let's say Yami dies, I want also like to pick up his katana and then like imbue anti-magic with it and then fight with it. That'd be fucking sick.
Oh, that would be sick. That would actually be sick. What's your next one?
My third one was I want to see more about magic items and like a bit more specifically like the process of creating them, because most of the magic items we see, they're like already like created, they're already done with. Like I want to see like how they take like technology and combine that with mana and stuff like that. Like how Sally created like the times 10 potion and stuff. Like she increased her mana times 10 and
Almost like more on like Sally. That thing is crazy. The scorpion necklace thing, that thing was insane.
Yeah, like, there's got to be some Infinity Gauntlet type of shit magic items out there. Like, I mean, the magic stones were already kind of like the Infinity Stones. Not really, but like I just want to see. There's got to be so many cool stuff out there.
Especially since they like already talked about how dungeons are full of magical items, but we really haven't gotten the opportunity to see any of these items like in effect.
Yeah. Yeah, like it seems like the dungeons are never taken advantage of because like nobody ever uses the magic items from them or anything like that.
Not really. Now that I think about it, yeah, like all the people that we've seen fight, even from different countries, don't even use any of these magical items.
Yeah, like Nozel had like the one that healed them and stuff, but like no, like yeah, they just not used as much in the series as for how much magical items there are.
True, yeah, Tabata just kind of like almost just brings magical items into the story just really casually, as if we should just not be like shocked or surprised by them, even though we don't know anything.
Yeah. All right, what's your fourth point, man?
All right, my fourth one is I want to see more along the lines of like magical beasts. So like I want to see like dragons or like griffins or like hydras, because if you think about it, like I said earlier, Black Clover being a fantasy setting and they have magic and magic knights, I totally think it's possible that we could get some magical beasts. And then Yami even has that like cellar or cage thing where he has all those like magical beasts or monsters in there, and like we never get to see them at all. So to see like
prison thing, that's definitely interesting. Like he just goes and captures beasts and like keeps them under.
Even to see like Asta just found a Cerberus in the wild and just beat it up and captured it. Like even to see Asta fight like a dragon or like some crazy magical beast would be dope.
Yeah, I wonder like what kingdom they would be in. Like I feel like Heart would have been a decent kingdom.
Would they just roam the Grand Magical Zone?
I guess Grand Magic Zones, because
that too. Yeah, the Heart Kingdom.
I guess Grand Magic Zones make the most sense because like I remember on the volcano one, like the mana just like will create entities because of just how strong the magic is. Like that lava golem of the volcano. So Magic Zones actually would make a lot of sense for like these crazy mythical beasts to like live. That'd be like a good explanation for them to be like super powerful because they survived the Magic Zones.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, I'd be down to
that's where they live. Yeah, that would make sense.
I think it's the closest thing we've seen to a dragon. What is like the salamander?
Salamander?
But it's a spirit.
The salamander. We already got spirits, so that's not even all that far off to me.
That's true. But anyway, so for my fourth point, I picked somewhat similar, but it's more of a race than a beast, and that's the Jotnar, which is the giants. I think it kind of fits because we have humans, elves, dark elves, and dwarves. Those are some of the main like races in fantasy / like Norse mythology. The only one missing is the giants, or the Jotnar. Like if you add that in, like that is like the perfect like mix of races in like fantasy. And there is like some stuff like one of the spells that Raya copied was an ice spell, and it was called like Jotun something. So like there's like some like stuff that does point that there should be some living or existing in Black Clover. I think they'd be pretty crazy to see giants and like how strong they could be.
Giants would be really cool to see because aren't in Norse mythology the giant realm is like kind of tucked off, like it's hard to get there.
Yeah, like you can only get there by swimming through like some sort of magical river or like going on the Bifrost bridges
So
to get to Jotunheim.
it would almost make sense too, because like how you just said how they are kind of hidden. Like if they were able to get access to like a magic portal and possibly visit the different realms, or assuming there could be different realms in Black Clover, I think that would be dope to see them interact with giants. Like Yami would be like Asta would be mad shocked to see a giant person, considering how short he is.
Oh, I know. Well, it'd be cool because they'd be like physically strong, which would be like a hard match for like Asta. Because if somebody was actually physically stronger than him, it'd be harder for him to win.
Yeah.
Because that's like his big like thing he has on everybody else is he's physically stronger than them. And that's what giants kind of are. They're like, well, not all giants in Norse mythology are actually giant. It's like half are human size, half are like giant size, but they're also shapeshifters and stuff. But yeah, I think that's like the missing race now. Is that if we have that in, it makes sense to add it in, just because there's elves, dark elves, and
does fit perfectly in.
But yeah, what's your final point, man?
So my final one of things that I want to see is kind of similar to magic items, but it's also extremely different to me. I want to see like enchantments. So like kind of like how you can enchant a weapon and it gets imbued with like an effect. I really want to see that because we're still not 100% for sure like what Asta swords like really are. Like did they really just come from Lich's grimoire, or were those swords possibly made for Lich and just enchanted, or were they from Lich's grimoire and then like a demon enchanted it to be like that? Like so I really want to see like what the world of Black Clover could do if they started to enchant weapons with effects. I think that would take a lot of people to like the next level if they had a enchanted weapon to fight with.
Yeah, like it looks like there's so many weapons, like enchanted weapons in the dungeon, like in the beginning of the series. Like there's giant swords
just laying around
with, like, runes written on them, like magic writing written on them. Like that'd be so sick if there was just
like the action,
like kind of like sacred treasures from Seven Deadly Sins.
Like, almost like that. Yeah,
has like a magical item that's like amplified, like it like lets them use more power, or like how Thor has Mjolnir and the Marvel, like how that helps him like augment his power and stuff, like something like that in Black Clover.
Like he's already strong, but that just like takes it to the next level.
Yeah,
like enables them to use even more of their power.
Yeah, that would be pretty sick. That'd be a cool way to kind of like change up the power system a bit too. Just if down the line, if Black Clover's power system becomes a bit like stale or whatever, or bland because it's like the same, but that'd be sick. Just because there should be so many.
Even provide help to the weaker character.
Yeah, like if Magna gets like a magical sword or something like that, which honestly there is a magical sword that's like a fire sword in like Norse mythology, so that'd be sick if Magna like found that or something.
That would be dope.
I don't think so. Magna, I don't think anything is gonna happen for Magna in the near future. I don't think he even trained for the time skip. I think that was just luck. So.
Enough push-ups in the world to help him catch up. And what's your last one?
It's I want to know about the origins of mana and like magic itself. Like, was it just this form of energy that always existed on the planet, or was it something that like the gods put down, or did it exist before the gods? Did something create it? How did it even come to be? Like, I want to know, like, I guess that, like, and who did the first spell? Like, who figured out how to turn mana into magic? Like, I want to know more about the origins of mana and Black Clover.
Well, it makes sense because people say that the grimoires are like passed down from the past. So, like, where did all that even come from? Like, they couldn't have just like there couldn't have always just been grimoire towers, and then people magically just got them. Like, it has to have like a reason or an origin.
Yeah, I'm just like, who created the grimoire towers? Who created the grimoires?
But that would be great for like the lore.
Yeah, it's definitely weird.
That'd be great for the lore of Black Clover to like see or at least hear about where all this stuff came from, just to kind of get even more background on the world. It would be a perfect way to bridge into gods and goddesses. Like that would connect so many things for the story to make it like that much better, to me at least.
Yeah. Yeah, grimoires are still one of the biggest mysteries. Like, it's so weird. Like, there's just grimoire towers. It's never talked about, like, how they came to be, who creates the grimoires,
And
and stuff like that.
and like and then how do they even know which ones to get? Because Yami wasn't even from the Clover Kingdom, and he was able to get a Clover grimoire.
It's weird. It's really weird. And it's weird how each kingdom has like a different cover. So like it almost makes me think that the kingdom is involved with it, but like it's still weird. I don't know.
And then, like, even the fact that all four kingdoms have grimoires, they have that, like, at least that similarity means it has to be something big that like connects them all. Like it has to be like they have a big shared origin.
Yeah. Alrighty, well that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for coming on.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude. So everybody go check in the description down below. Please go subscribe to Quantum. You're like at like what, almost 500 subs, right?
Like just cracked 4, but I like got really far into 400, which I was not expecting to. I'm almost at like 450, my
nice.
next milestone.
Alright.
I was really excited.
Everybody, let's get this guy to at least 500 subscribers after this video. That would be super awesome. But with that being said, hope everybody has a great day. Plus...